them out as much as you can, run the timer down, get some information, then go as a 5-man unit. So there's a Molotov towards Ivy. That baits out the final smoke. And they're more than happy with that. They can wait for that to go down. HE should do some reasonable damage here. Not much at all, actually. Well, there you go. And we'll go into another A split, very similar to what we saw in the pistol round for the final executioner.
Tabson sits back and waits for it. If they are going to split, it'll be through Ivy, and he certainly will make contact. I think he's already been spotted. Oh, and hits Scream down. Not bad for the second attempt on a deagle. It's a little wild early on, but there's still more outside of Ivy. More importantly, they're walking in from Pop Dog where they have the line of sight toward Tabson, so he goes down to Happy. And then follows up to take out Kiev, and it leaves them in a one-man advantage next. Tapping away, CZ. Oh, has he run out of ammo? I think he has. It was a nice try to use the ladder mechanics to his advantage, but they've lost everyone else.
Pretty much he can do it this round. Happy explores main entrance. He knows they're full eco here. A chance to farm some frags. It's everyone's favourite round, the full eco.
Is that everyone's favorite round?
To play against.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's fair. I was gonna say, I typically don't like ecos. I like having Mad Skrilla. And a big green snake. Happy takes down Godby. Where are you going with that, Hank?
I just like the way I like the idea of a snake.
Oh, okay. My anaconda don't. Happy don't. He's got Kiev.
We've got like a nice little addition to the HUD here. Why is there a green HP now? Is that an update? You see they're running around, got green numbers above their heads.
Oh, don't know. Maybe it's some
weapons. Still a chance to win, of course, but very unlikely considering EnVyUs have now got the AWP out themselves.
Well, everyone likes the op, Hank. You talked about eco rounds. I prefer the ops. The big snakes, as you affectionately call them.
Big green snakes.
Sometimes they're not green anymore, though. That's the problem with saying that.
Yeah, not all snakes are green. But I guess most famously they are. The typical cartoon snake would be green.
It's true. It's true.
Well, it's going to be Tabson. A little bit damaged up there, down to 29 points of health, and we'll go towards inside once again. Do we see that same smoke from Happy? I don't think we do. So he'll be in a similar sort of position in the back lines, but he'll be heading towards Pop Dog. Potentially go for the backstab there. That suits him down to a T, doesn't it? You can watch for any flank players coming through. Here comes the final commitment. Smokes in, flashbangs over, Molotov on the close drains. Nagia could have got more out of that. Gets one, it's enough, considering he had the pistol and no armor as well. And his teammate's going to start chiming in. Tabson with a nice shot there towards the upper ramp. And we have got a serious chance here for Big as they've got the 4-on-3 advantage.
They certainly do. And, oh, I was going to say they got the flank, but Godby is found by Sixer. Good read on the AWP at the lower ramp. Next pushes up. Does get Happy trying to lurk inside of the smoke, as he would do, as you'd expect. And it's on to Scream to watch from on the bomb. He knows they're getting closer. That's a pretty good tap, but not... Apparently the awareness that Kiev was on top of the bomb train didn't quite hear it in the preoccupation of taking down the previous shot, but it's Sixer that has the high ground. Molotov as well. Next does not have a kit. That's thrown very early, though, is not?
Well, he's got a 10-second defuse now, so even with that Molotov, that's pretty much secured the round.
There is a kit in front of Sixer now, though. Oh, if he can kill him right now, there's a kit at the top of the ramp, but I don't think he's got it. No. He picked up the AWP and a kit, but bailed. I think he would have been late. I think he would have been just late to get to the bomb.
It would have been like less than a second to decide it, but I think he made the right call there. Saved the AWP on the game. So we've got Nagia, like we said, the secondary AWP, and Kiev, who hasn't really had much impact so far. Nagia goes towards inside. Is he going to push any further in the lower ramp? Doesn't look like it. Holds the nade out. Hasn't fallen back as of yet. Oh, down now he has. He goes back towards the backtracks of inside. Holds towards upper. And we're going to have Scream. Oh, spotting one out towards the Pop Dog there. That was a little bit cheeky. Godby saw his feet. And Kiev now trying to find his first shot. Nails that on Happy. That was a very simple pick. Happy just gifted that to him on a plate. And Kiev finds the 5-on-4. Molotov towards Pop Dog just to get some basic map control here. But this is good from Big. They're actually pushing towards main entrance, and oh, might be there unraveling, unfortunately. Next, his teammate was in the main entrance. I'm not sure why he's not focusing on the Pop Dog himself.
Yeah, exactly. You've already got the player covering the main position.
Yeah, he's actually inside that area. In fact, there's no danger there. He's a bit daydreaming, perhaps. I'm not sure.
Sixer will watch down Ivy. AWP, which will have Molotovs in front, but not a smoke. No. Molotov, if you could see through it cleanly enough, could be not as much of a deterrent as perhaps expected, but it will keep them at bay in terms of rushing down for the moment being. So bomb will wait outside towards T-spawn. And it's actually starting to look more and more like an execution toward the front side of A without Ivy as part of the approach. And a 3-1 split there, 4-3 Pop Dog. Copy tries to reposition himself behind the smoke, and A main. He actually stumbles and trips upon XMS, who realizes it and gets the shot off. Keeve hit the second one, it would have been massive, and the third one, to be fair, he would have had a hell of a round. Unfortunately now, it's all looking unlikely as Sixer finds Tapson, and he just gets tagged and tagged. I mean, if he hit all these shots, my goodness.
Oh, what's happened there?
He's just missed 5 shots in a row. Like, he has somehow killed Keeve.
That's what
so
I
not only does
out.
he miss every single shot, Lagia then just says, get out of the way, I've got the other off.
This is the thing with Big, right? They either have like lights, you got to kill at the same time, right?
Yeah, he shot from Ivy?
Yeah.
What, was it a lineup though? I don't know, we'll have to look.
We'll have a look, maybe we can. We'll see how the replays are today. First shot from Scream, there is an orb saved.
I have the delay, I have YouTube, I have a delay so I can let you know if it comes by my screen, if I'm able to see it or not. Anyway, happy in.
They bought this orb just to know. They're going to have maximum loss bonus next round, so it's okay. There was a bit of a gamble play. Could actually work out, I guess, if we get another kill here. There it is. All right, next. Very good work with the CZ there. 2 kills coming in, brings it to a 3-on-2. Like I said, gives that orb a bit of space to move it. Could cause some damage, but next might not even need it. 3 kills in the round so far. All that CZ75. And with, I think, 10 bullets so far fired out of it. He's doing tremendous work here. Actually makes this a realistic round. RPK, though, takes him down, and maybe the dream won't be realized just yet.
It was a lineup. I just saw it.
Okay,
so either way, ridiculous. Keeve needs to make amends for the last round. He missed pretty much every shot.
Oh, I guess the bomb down.
One, but now he has bomb. Now he has an angle as well with it. Is he gonna go? I thought he was just gonna go for the wall bang for the sake of it, but nope, not going to. He'll hold back. XMS with green above his head, as you mentioned. It's showing us that he has 99 HP. Keeve gets actually hit by the smoke and crosses over. Now the problem is all of this has allowed XMS to get much closer to the ops position, and he has to be somewhat careful. He's already spotted his shoulders, so he goes aggressive, and XMS takes him down. 7-1 for Envy.
Another
like 6 or 7 clutches in the event alone.
It's good to see him
like,
back.
Oh, dude. I don't know if I'd say like he was like back, but man, yeah, like clutches just came out of nowhere. You'd be like, oh, they're out of this. Sean would just kill 3. And you'd be like, oh, okay then. Like, welcome back, Shawnee, I guess, as you say.
Wow. We didn't see a force buy from Big this round. I thought that was going to be almost definitively the call, but they're going to have the 1M4, the AWP, and a couple of upgraded pistols. Nothing much else to work with. 1 minute 15 remaining. Towards Ivy we go, using the Molotov to stop any CTs encroaching on the position. Flashbangs out. They're not going to get the backtrack without Molotov deployed. Flashbangs to come through. It all comes under this first frag. And the CTs can maybe get the first. Without a trade, they might have a chance here, but this looks like it could fall apart at this point. RPK finding the kills and make it even more. Gets a double there. It's going to be a 4-on-2 with RPK just going absolutely berserk there.
Yep. Just pop a flash out to cover the lower position with the AWP up close. The other, just to go back to the Misfits thing really quickly, the other 2 that impressed the hell out of me was Amanek and Devadevak together.
Sure.
Those guys were great. As
French guys, right?
Yeah, a little duo, man. They were great. Keeve up close. Touchdown XMS. Good trade back from Sixer to find the angle just before Keeve vanished behind the trains. RPK, good entrance, however, is opening more for Envy than it is for Big, as Big has all sorts of problems. Bomb's going to go down. No chance to deny for Godby. You would have thought he might have tried to spray into it, but he'd catch him in the post plant. Retreats. Not aware that RPK was there, but Godby snaps back somehow and finds the kill. Smoke down on the bomb as well. He's going to try and get on it immediately as Lagia tries to hold the angle. The problem is that Happy came out from Papa Dog, and I think that they suspected he was toward the old train and Ivy because they just
together. Pincer a bomb save you like. Let's make sure you don't let anyone go down. If they do, get the refrag. Trades in your favour, and we'll see what the next kill is going to be. It looks like Happy should be able to find this guy on the bomb site here. Sixer watching the flanks. Happy looking a little bit snappy.
Happy looking snappy. I like it.
Yeah.
Sixer looking best as a mixer.
Yeah. Not as good.
Scream,
but it works.
Scream enjoying cream. Just like
Screamy,
Jason.
getting creamy.
Ah, there you go. With Anders and Moses. A show brought to you on weeknights. Not anywhere on the regular internet. You've got to go to the dark web for that one.
Yeah, connect through Tor. Get on there.
RPK and Scream are the last two alive. Oh, and Nex, he had that absolutely dead to rights. Had the angle covered off, was waiting for the rotation on the save, and still got caught napping, I think. As a result, Gobby's got to get aggressive with the op. He's going to try and run away and stay alive. Scream predicts and anticipates it.
Warp out for Kiev. Hasn't really done anything for what I remember. I can't. Yeah, what's he got? 6 kills. No one really lacking too far behind for B, because no one's really stepping up. First kill, or first shot attempted. Nothing picked up just yet. It's been another default here. We haven't had too much of a technical game from EnVyUs. A couple of nice executes, especially that one towards the end. I like that smoke happy deployed from Connector, or towards Connector, I should say, from T-Spawn. That was quite nice. Definitely been used before, but the way they deployed it, the timing was spot on. And we have got upper ramp control from a CT here. It's going to be cheeky Legia, but doesn't really get anything for it. Spots nothing. But Kiev now is the first, and looking for a second as well. He knows he has to get more than one. They're not winning the trades or the duels at all here, and he might want to step up, and now he's got himself in a lot of trouble. Or has he? The no-scope comes through out of nowhere, and they've got the round almost certainly now. Nice work from Kiev. That no-scope was...
set up, crossfire set up with the double ops as well, both over toward B, one at lower, one at upper. It's nice to be able to cast freely, revealing information. I was a little bit timid of doing so, sitting next to the teams in a very quiet studio in Toronto. Good find from Sixer to walk in and get Legia down. That forces Kiev back, and he knows that they're going to be heading both directions. Molotov is slightly shallow, and RPK stands inside of it, so nowhere to hide.
Yeah, I'd like to get hyped about this round, but one by one, it's going to be big getting picked off, and there's almost no chance they do anything with this, unfortunately. tabseN's still in a duel outside. The bomb's down, but he does come out on top and got B out of nowhere. How has he made this round a possibility? Becomes less so as Happy gets the 4th kill there, but Gobby certainly showing some form today in terms of individual prowess. Up against the Molotov, though, of Happy. I don't think he has a chance now. He'll give it a go, though. This could be magnificent. That Molotov's missed. A little bit...
Oh, it didn't. Okay. I was going to say, if that missed and... he can't get it. Oh, he can. He can get it. That's unreal. I don't know why he peeks that early. Happy doesn't have to do that. Gobby gets 4 kills on a retake. He Molotov'd it as well. I was thinking he was going to miss. I would have helped.
That'll be the approach. He'll be forced by and try and deny match point.
Deny till you die. That's what I always say. They see me rolling, they pull me over, I deny till I die.
Drop down again.
It's going to be Gobby to lead it. This time Scream is there. Oh, it is. Okay, so it is by design that they go immediately together.
Yeah, the totem pole drop.
A lot of teams do it, but they don't do it in the right fashion. So it actually works out very well. Last time it just looked weird because when I looked over and glanced, it was Gobby staring up at his teammates.
What
saying,
I want to know is,
right,
Chad and I were discussing this. So the player on top, right, he's technically grounded the entire time. He's on top of a head, right? Because he might have accuracy when he goes down.
Yeah, okay, very Happy good shot on Kiev as he pushes it. That's something you'd have to really... You'd almost have to do it with like a dynamic crosshair and see what it reads, because even if you're falling, you may not be touching the head correctly.
Yeah, that's what I'm not sure of, because you're not moving.
You'd have to time that so well.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's what we said. Like, that could be why a lot of teams are doing it, because it's so powerful in that respect. You can start shooting before the CT can really react. But it was just an idea. I doubt that's the way it operates, but it was just a nice idea.
Yeah, it's a smart theory. I mean, it could. It very well could. And if it does, that's brilliant. As RPK doubles up for Envy and puts them on map point.
As we enter what could be the very final round here. There's a killer out for tabseN. Not what you want, considering he bought that orb. That was the all-in investment there. We're going for a default here and trying to do whatever they can. They have been known to be an execution-based team, but certainly been lacking in firepower since the major came to an end in Krakow. Took the break and never seemed to recover, in my opinion. Haven't been the same team since.
Haven't been the same team since. No, I think that's true. I think they've... I hate to say it, I think if there's one team that was not going to re-achieve legendary status, it would be Immortals. But just kidding, it's probably going to be big.
Oof, good shot by Scream. 4 on 3, and Legia low HP as well, down to just 12. Last round here, looking very likely. Seeing a great shot here from Nex. Can't land it, does some damage towards Scream, but that's not good enough, I'm afraid. It's got beat. Oh, he's taken down his teammate there. Legia that comes in, flashbang deployed off the wall. And with 40 seconds remaining, they will make their final approach towards the outside bomb site. 6 low HP, just holding the tight angle. He'll almost allow the bomb to go down here, but it's XMS to challenge that.
XMS does sit back and try and cover the cross, but they've already gotten to the backside of the bomb train, and Gobby as well watching towards the connector. Not expecting Sixer to be quite so close, I don't think. And that should be the end of it because Legia's low. He does certainly put up an argument by getting the first kill, 12 HP, but he's got to get toward the bomb, and he's got a player immediately behind him in the form of Scream, so that's it. It's done. Next, they'll rotate back around. Smoke's down. They are entering, but they haven't walked out from the door yet. CZ spray and pray, but fortunately the prayer's unanswered. It's going to be Gobby to kill Tapson. It's beneficial for Scream, but somehow big this time, much like Envy responded last map, of fallen shy in their first gun round, and the MAC-10s don't do anything. Scream will. That's a one tap.
Yep. Put it on the tally. He's alive. Here we go then. 2 versus 1. Trying to find a few more. Can't do it there, so we got B with the Galil to take him down. An impressive first shot there, but a clumsy execution. That wasn't as Chris wanted, and taps in to hold the vent. No one coming from that area. No kid available for EnVyUs, but it might not matter with this sort of advantage. They'll make their retake any second now, as we have 2 players on the bomb site and 1 towards checkers. That's Tapson.
Tapson wants his entrance. Oh, look at how blind they are. They're all sitting in the open, but he can't find enough shots that land as Happy pulls one back. Scream goes in on the back of it, and he's got a clean kill directly to Gobby's face. That'll work. That'll get them to that'll get them to defuse. A second straight pistol in this game now. Last time they were ecoed, let's not forget, which also speaks to the fact that Big have been struggling to get gun rounds all evening, but it puts them at 11-5 and a chance to get much closer. The flash goes in. That's his chance to do so, and he does arrive before Big does, but a good boost up to spot, and Nex is able to trade.
That should be it now, but it's going to be Scream alive here. Tagged up somewhat, down to 48 points of health. The bomb not yet planted, and XMS comes in, hopping around with the MP9, brings it into a 2-on-2. I don't think they're aware there's a player towards quad. He'll give his position up and actually find the frag at the same time. It's up to Scream now to clutch this one out. He brings it into the 1 versus 1. It's not the greatest of plants, but great positioning though from Kiev. Scream has completely lost track and presumably has no chance to win this. The execution should be coming in momentarily. Good work. Well, there it is. It's going to be Big with the second round force by coming themselves. Lose this, and it could be a full eco at 13A, but still have a chance within the round. Taps in under 45 points of health. Time ticking away. We still have a minute on the clock. 2 smokes still available as well. Kiev exploring the map with his AWP.
RPK. Has to be peeked as the door opened. Throws the Molotov in immediately after the door was opened, and they pushed A main, so no one waiting inside of it to try and pinch off. They backed off accordingly, and actually, when they repeat, catch RPK trying to transition back into the site. Now the split becomes entirely possible, more so with the Molotovs down, and Scream's positioning good for 1, and that's all. He just fly trap though, does he? Doesn't he sit there and get that J? Yeah, exactly. Kiev takes down XMS with the AWP in the backside. Hyper Beast. Leaves it to 3 versus 3, actually, as they get a little bit aggressive. But this being the bomb, being babysat as it is an interesting proposition. The other aspect of the proposition is that they're trying to pinch it back from Squeaky. The Molotovs to limit the angle, and that's to try and get a shot in succession from the op that's rotating back in from mid. So it's about position at this point in time for the terrorists, as they want to be slow and precise. It's RPK instead that says that's not going to happen. Does eventually get taken down by Kiev, but he couldn't find the angle sooner.
Oof, Key. M4 in hand in the final commitment towards B. Molotovs in heaven. CD spawn smoked out. XMS with the first shot. Tapson though, the star player for Big. Makes his way to the bomb site. Nails the headshot, but can he find the second? He can't. The in-game leader of EnVyUs trying to stay alive as long as possible. He's denied the plant for now, but Legia stepping up with the AK-47, leaving Scream, the aim star of the EnVyUs side, to try and deliver the finishing blow. 3 seconds, the bombs will be planted. He's trying to deny it, and now it goes down. Legia, can he be the hero his team needs? He can't.
Decent find from Scream. That's gonna do it. They'll take it 16-13. I don't know why he's running around to collect guns. Just defuse it and call it a day.